What's up, guys? Our good friends from Game Time are back with the channel, and we're so excited about it. And hey, what a time for them to come back on, and what a time for us to have a Game Time offer for you, because right now the baseball season is in full effect. And who doesn't love enjoying America's game? Well, with the Game Time app, you can enjoy America's game and save money while doing it. So go to the Game Time app right now. Sign up using my promo code DCTV. We'll give you $20 off of your first purchase. Now, it is baseball season and we all love baseball, but Game Time is not limited to just baseball. You can do anything: concerts, comedy shows, basketball, mixed martial arts. Get tickets to anything by using the Game Time app. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with the Game Time app. Download it right now. Create an account. Use my promo code DCTV for $20 off of your first purchase. Again, guys, go and download the Game Time app. Use my promo code DCTV when you create an account, and we'll give you $20 off of your first purchase. Welcome back, Game Time. We love you guys. We've missed you.
Cory Sandhagen, thank you for checking in with me, my guy. So, to that point, we spent some time together in Miami, and it was fun. It was actually fun. You weren't as quiet as I thought, and you weren't like awkward. It was cool.
Yeah, thanks. Wow, thank you so much.
You get this idea, right? Because you're very quiet and you're very like to the point. That Cory Sandhagen is not, but you're like. We had a good time. Remember we made a video in the back saying people come watch our live stream, and
it was fun.
So many people watched our live stream, and I think in that view, I went through the comments and I saw, like, just recently, like yesterday, to kind of see what I could tell you in regards to it. And people were like surprised and pleasantly surprised at like your personality, kind of getting to know you, because you've been a bit shut off in that regard.
Yeah, I suppose so. Part of that is I like being a little mysterious. I like just keeping my opinions to myself and stuff, but a piece of it too, man, is that I just kind of get bored doing this. You know, not like this in particular, but just kind of like having conversations like
with the media.
Yeah.
But I'm not the media.
I know. I like getting to the point of conversations.
Am I the media? Have I fucked around and ended up becoming a part of the media?
You're like a little bit of the media.
Come on, Cory, don't do that to me. Please, Cory, don't do that to me. So when Dana goes, fuck the media, he's cussing me too?
Halfway.
Oh,
sorry, man.
What happened?
Sorry to break it to you.
So are you the media? Because you were on my channel as one of the hosts.
No, I don't talk about drama.
I do talk about drama. It's the
I
best.
talk about
But you know where I learned that? So I grew up in Louisiana, and like old women, they wear like muumuus. You know what a muumuu is? It's like a shirt dress kind of thing.
Okay.
But like big women, like fat women, and they go all the way down, and they kind of like sit on their porch, and like if they're watching. Two people start arguing, they go in the house and they call somebody, hey, did you see so-and-so?
Yeah.
So I saw that my whole life, so I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I grew up loving it. You love drama?
I like drama, I just don't like being involved with it. I don't think that it's not where my heart has to be in this sport, but it is fun. I get it. I watch, like, one of my favorite things to do is watch trash television, dating shows.
Oh.
Name it and I've watched it. I promise you, if you name it, I've watched it.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. It's me and my wife's thing. It's like how we
trash TV is great.
Trash dating television shows are the best. So I do like drama. It just doesn't have a place for me in fighting.
Yeah, because I don't see you in much like beef and fight. How do you avoid the beef and fighting when you're fighting at that level? See, if you're just average, you can avoid beef, right? But the better you get, the more it means. And when stuff starts to mean a lot, people start to get a little bit agitated, you get annoyed, right? I didn't really have a problem with John Jones. Then when we started getting to the title, it meant so much. It meant fame, it meant money, it meant championships. So it becomes drama. How have you avoided the drama when now you're fighting in all these meaningful fights?
It's boring to me. It's very disinteresting to me to go back and forth and try to convince people that I'm better than them and that they're better than me with words. I think that one of the best parts of sports just in general and why people like them is because you actually get an arena to prove yourself. You don't get to do that in other arenas.
No, you don't.
You can kind of like, if you're trying out for a job, you can have your interview and that's your arena, but what does that really say about how well you're going to actually do the job? in sports you get that arena, and that's why I'm grateful to have something like that, because I feel like I don't need to do all that, because we're gonna literally fight on Saturday and find out.
So this leads me to this question. So you don't do that, but some people do. Last week, bro, if you like trash shit, you definitely tapped into this. You watch this. So Manel Kape headbutts Muhammad Mokaev at the UFC PI.
Oh, really? Oh,
He beats him. He said he goes, I beat him very bad. That's what he told me. He goes, I beat him very bad.
Yeah.
DC, it was crazy. I beat him very, very bad. It was crazy. He beat him at the PI.
Yeah.
Because they were arguing. They fight last weekend and nothing happens.
I know.
How annoying is it though that sometimes we get that where it's all the talk, but there's no fighting. That's the danger.
It makes it even stupider, and there's also
Exactly.
It makes it even stupider, and also, and I'm not saying I don't like trash talking. And
Do you like everybody?
I don't have any opinions about it anymore.
Anybody in the division, there's nobody that you have a strong opinion of one way or the other, huh?
Not really.
That's awesome.
I think that they're just trying to do their thing the same way that I'm doing things. I think that if you got rewarded in the same way of bringing flowers to your opponents, we wouldn't talk.
We would all
to
be
each
giving
other.
flowers.
We'd be giving flowers to each
Yeah,
other.
absolutely.
It's all just like a validation. We're all just like Pavlovian dogs, you know.
But
what I mean?
Saturday, you're not looking to give flowers to Umar Nurmagomedov.
No, I plan on beating Umar. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the best performance of my life, and it's gonna be because Umar brought that out of me. You know, like I see him as one of the best guys in the division, and preparing for a guy like that, his unique striking, his unique grappling, like it's brought out the best of me in my camp. I've had to work so hard this camp, man, like flying people in, traveling, like busting my ass trying to learn everything, and I'm super pumped that he brought that out of me, and I know it's going to translate into the performance, and I can't wait.
You know, you and I were talking before in a fighter meeting, and you said to me, you have opinions of me, right? So it's like it almost like we're talking about you. It almost comes off as advice. I can't advise you. You're still fighting. I'm not. But I made a statement. I said, nobody wants to fight this guy? Call Cory Sandhagen. He'll do it. There's a risky fight. Call Cory Sandhagen. He'll do it. Oh, Marlon Chito Vera is on the cusp of fighting for a championship. Can't really find him a fight. Call Cory Sandhagen. He'll do it. I didn't know why you had that approach until we talked in Miami and I asked you what you feel when you're getting ready to fight. And what did you tell? Do you remember what you told me? You said, I don't, nothing.
Yeah, there's no feelings.
No feelings.
There's feelings, there's thoughts, there's impulses, but those are just like the brain trying to just send you stuff, you know what I mean? You can choose to listen to it or not. And that's another part of this sport that I really love, man, because I talk about this, like, martial arts is near and dear to my heart, man. It's like, it's been my best friend for a lot of years now. And it's taught me a lot. Every single camp, every single fight I remember, you know, not the actual fight, but I remember how it makes me feel. I remember what it feels like to live a life where only one thing is important, and that's winning on Saturday. And it makes life easier. It's like a, you know, for like lack of a better word and to use a cliche, it feels like an awakening of like my spirit a little bit. And I love it, man. That's why I love this sport. It's in my heart, man.
How did you find comfort in that arena? Because it's chaotic, right? Most can't operate in such a chaotic world, but it seems as though that's where you are like most comfortable. Like you want to be like in the fire, right? Like people always talk about that quote, "The man in the arena," right? Not everybody's willing to take those chances and put themselves on display like we do as fighters. How did you find so much comfort in it to be able to say that it's been your best friend for years?
Man, I have a very, like, fuck it attitude, kind of. You know, like, I don't care about things. It kind of makes me uninteresting to talk to you. It's why I keep quiet, is because I'm like, man,
but it's not uninteresting.
I have opinions, I have this, I have that, you know, of course I have all of those things, but, man, like, it's just not, like, I don't care about things. I care about getting better every day, and I care about winning fights, and I care about my dream, and I care about my wife. Those are the four things I care about, and everything else is quite boring to me. And like that, fuck everything and fuck it, like mentality and everything is part of what keeps me out of the drama and maybe keeps me out of the limelight a little bit. But dude, it's a double-edged sword because on the other end, I get to go out and have some of the best performances that, you know, like be one of the best competitors that the UFC has and show up every time over and over and over again because of that other piece. So I just care about how well I do. That's it. I'm a craftsman.
Yeah. Do you think that you need the other side to ultimately get everything that you want? Because you can be the champion, but becoming the champion there's other things that come with it, right? There's financial, there's popularity. I know you don't care much about the popularity, but the popularity equates to more dollars, right?
I do now. I'll openly admit I do. I'm willing to wear the meat suit and walk around and do all the parts, you know? Like, I'm cool with pretending that things are important to me to, like, navigate my way through all this, because people don't see the world the same way that I see the world.
They don't.
Which is just in an alley, in my zone, focused on being a world champ. I stay in my alley and everyone else is in this busy street, and they're not going to see the world the same way, but I'll pop out to the street and say hi and do all my thing, and then go back to being focused and doing all that, as long as I don't get carried away and become, you know, like a weirdo with it. I care about those things too. I'm not going to act like I'm some righteous being that doesn't care about any of that stuff. I of course care about that, and I know that it's a part of it, so I've upped my game a little bit, and I've been doing all that stuff, you know. So yeah, that's just how I am, you know.
You beat Umar Nurmagomedov this weekend. You will get a championship opportunity. You've been in this spot before once, right? With Aljamain Sterling, and it did not go the way that you intended it. But then I see Ryan Hall walks in here. You guys are working together, and I imagine that's because of the grappling threat that you may see this weekend. And I know it's been a while, but what can you take from that first #1 contenders fight that you had and apply it to this one?
Yeah, I mean, I've had 3 now, I suppose. Aljamain, TJ, and now this one.
Oh yeah,
you know,
so you beat TJ though.
Yeah, that's true. Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? In this year that I had off, I got to go to a lot of shows. I got to be around people like you and kind of see things that are, you know, the inner workings of the UFC, and understand it more or less from like my just zoned in alley view, and see it as a spectator sport. And that was really helpful for me too, because I kind of got to understand what it is and how I only have probably 5 or 6 more years left in me, and I'm halfway through my career, and I really want to juice this thing dry, man. And that's where my mind has been the entire year off. I've been watching upset, people inspire me, amazing fight after amazing fight, and I just been sitting on the sidelines watching, and I'm super pumped for this fight because, like I said, I've just had that reflection time to be like, hey man, like, let's do this fucking thing.
Yeah, you did good on the weigh-in show when you hosted the show.
You liked it?
Yeah, you did good, man. You're good. That was another part of the personality that I was able to get. You win. Sean O'Malley's the champion. I just asked Umar his feelings about Sean O'Malley, and if you know anything about the Dagestanis, they do not hold back. He said he's a clown, right? He said he's a bit shame that Sean O'Malley is the champion in a weight class that he fights in. What do you think of Sean O'Malley, the champion? Sean O'Malley, the fighter, and again, Sean O'Malley does not live in that lane. Sean O'Malley lives on that busy street, but it's ultimately what's making him a star. What do you make of Sean O'Malley, the personality?
Yeah, the personality of Sean O'Malley, I'm not a fan of. You know, like him as a fighter, great. Does good, improves every fight. Gotta respect that. Him as a personality is so weird seeing like the stuff on my Instagram of ESPN posting or UFC posting, and you got a champ with like a bunch of curly colored hair. It looks funny, you know. But him as a fighter,
Umar said he does TikTok dances. He goes.
Sean does?
He said a man should not be doing dances that are hot. I've never seen, but that's like, I mean, that's what he says. But again, a lot of that stuff resonates to that younger crowd, and I guess that's why they tap in. But as a fighter, you respect him. The personality is just a little off.
The personality is. I liked personalities like GSP. Like, I didn't like the flashy guys. I like GSP, I like Jose Aldo coming up. I wasn't into the quirky looking people, you know. I liked guys that went out and fought their asses off and won over and over and over again and were the greats. I liked the Michael Jordans and the Kobe Bryants and the Allen Iversons. I liked the people that competed, did well, stayed in their lane, and went down as one of the best. Those were the guys that I looked up to. Not the Dennis Rodmans and the people that dye their hair.
Say, Meta World Peace, Ron Artest. Remember him?
Yeah.
When he changed his name to Meta World Peace? Like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But there is a world where a guy like Cory Sandhagen can become champion and become a star. Your skill set is next level. What's your, like, when you look to Saturday night, right? what is your expectation, and can you put yourself in that moment of beating an undefeated guy that so many don't want to compete against? But again, call Cory Sandhagen, he'll do it. Have you allowed yourself to think through Saturday night and what it would feel like to get a victory in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it a ton of times in my head. I'm going to go toe-to-toe with Umar in everything. Grappling, striking. I'm going to prove that I'm better at every single area of this fight. I'm going to prove that I'm better than him. And on Saturday, I plan on shaking Khabib's hand. I plan on shaking Umar's hand and apologizing and saying, I'm sorry that I had to beat you. You know, like, go win a couple more fights and we can fight for the belt. That's how I see it in my head. That's how I've been seeing it in my head for the last 12 weeks. I stay consistent with my work, but that's a part of this, you know, and since we're all kind of witches and warlocks now and can manifest thoughts is what we all think, you know, that's what I've been spending a lot of time doing, so it's not going to surprise me when I surprise a lot of people by doing what I do on Saturday.
Does surprising people excite you?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's one of the best parts of the sport. I spent an entire year going to a bunch of shows and being like, holy shit, that guy beat that guy did this, that guy. That's the best part of the sport, so I get to give that to people now.
Your mom runs your store? Come on, plug your stuff, man.
Yeah. There's merch on CorySandhagen.com. And
March on CorySandhagen.com.
No, merch.
Merch on CorySandhagen.com. Is there a dot in there? Merch.CorySandhagen?
No. It's just CorySandhagen.com.
CorySandhagen.com /
No.
merch.
Just .com.
CorySandhagen.com.
Yeah, it's traditional. It's a.
Oh, it's a website.
Yeah, it's a website. Yeah.
CorySandhagen.com. Go to merchandise.
You can get it on your phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Your phone has it.
So I don't pay you to do this. So I'm gonna buy a shirt.
All right.
Yeah, no,
I'll give you the code.
No, buddies.
You got the code.
I got the code.
Yeah.
You have your discount code?
Fight week, 20% off if you want it.
What about my code? The 30% code.
Ooh, I'll make you one.
All right. So your mama's running the business. She loves it.
Yeah, my mom likes being involved. She's a giant fight fan. She knows who's talking shit about me more than anyone else.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you say you have that fucking attitude, so I'm in the same boat, man. Fuck Sarah. Lloyd, you're cool. Ryan Hall, you're cool, right? But like, fuck everybody else. Cory Sandhagen, you're cool too. Well, actually, you know what? Fuck Lloyd too. You know that? If it's fuck everybody, Cody, I'll fuck everybody with you. Guys, Cory Sandhagen takes on Umar Nurmagomedov this weekend, UFC on ABC. Go to CorySandhagen.com. Get your merchandise. Mama Sandhagen, hook your boy up. Come on. Tap into everything Cory's doing. He fights this weekend. He's one of the best in the world. And an awesome person, awesome personality. Cory, thank you for checking in with me, man. I appreciate it. Guys, until next time. Like, subscribe, tell your friend, tell a friend. DC's got a YouTube channel. I'm hanging out with dudes like Cory Sandhagen. Until next time, peace.